All right, we're live. We got two more of these playthroughs to do, and then we are all done. So, we've got Drinkwater Basin Club by tpetro. So, a few notes on this one. He actually wrote us quite a bit here. Course is set high in an alpine basin, so there are certain environmental factors that may seem odd but are intentional. The mountains are bare since much of the property lies above the tree line. The lake also may appear strange as the land drops just past it, but this is very common in alpine basins. As for the course itself, it's not based on anything in specific, so there is no need to compare it to any real life examples while judging. Not quite a Tanner level uh, dissertation, but a little more than we've been getting. So I'm playing Black Tees Pin 3. Got my usual setup with my underpowered clubs, no scout cam, and no follow cam. So yeah, the sculpting on the mountains looks really good. You can see the texture looks good in some places, and others it's very much kind of like it's like the same color as the heavy rough next to the fairways, which I don't know, maybe looks a little strange, but we'll kind of see if it grows on me as the round progresses. So we got tons of width. You can see all these how wide these fairways are. Got a nice long bridge to walk over to start. Okay, so it looks like you kind of got to play out to the left to get to actually be able to see the green, maybe. There's the ski lift on the left. Okay, so the green is kind of divided up into tiers. You get that little drainage basin on the front left. It'll kind of funnel balls off the green. I was use the shelter as like the base of the chairlift. Yeah, the sculpting on the mountains looks really good. Yep, he's got the humps and barrows. The marble T markers, very classy. All right, long downhill par 5. We probably won't get there, but we might as well just see how far down we can get it. Morning, John. I figure for my last two playthroughs, I'd serve my faithful European fan base. Get them done in the morning. Yeah, with a more favorable wind, that's certainly reachable. Looks like a pretty big green. I don't think we can necessarily carry that rock outcropping on the second shot. Well, we might be able to. It's into the when we're in the light rough, so I think if we go 3 wood, we should make it. I'm probably got a terrible angle over there, though. Not so bad, actually. I guess the right side is preferred, and it's guarded by the rock outcropping there. Green looks pretty cool. It's got a lot going on. Looks like there's kind of like a path going, like a trail going through there. I'm guessing that's the basin back there. All right, long par three. It looks like we're kind of like making a turn. Is that a? I don't know if that's like the ski lodge or something. Well, it looks like we're on the wrong side of that subtle little spine. Yeah, I suppose that's probably the clubhouse. Little outcroppings of flowers. Yeah, that's a nice three putt. I suppose on a second playing, I would just kind of bail left, I would guess. I guess the right side, looks a little more inviting. I'll screw you, Ben. All right, feels like things pick up a little bit on this hole, just in terms of drama. So we got a ultra wide fairway, and then the green is kind of up on another level there. But you see how the fairway slopes hard right to left, so it looks like we probably want to be on the upper level there on the right. So we did not find said upper level. I think we'll probably just bash a 3 wood up there, kind of deep into the green and just putt back down the hill, I'm guessing. And I didn't change clubs, did I? Okay. But yeah, I like the way that green sits in the little valley there. Nice long view over the rest of the course. Okay, and then we gotta drive over this little valley here. Long par 5, I'm getting. Oh, geez, and it's uphill. Geez. It's gonna take three good shots for me to get home here. Kind of a cool optical illusion there because there is a lot of space between those two bunkers, but it looks like they're right on top of each other. Okay, so it looks like the fairway on the right of that outcropping kind of slopes down. I'm guessing it'll kind of give you like a blind third shot where you can play left of it. You can also play into it, as the case may be. But yeah, it looks like you got to go over the shoulder of that little hill on the right if you bail right. Yeah, I like this green. It's front to back, but not it doesn't have any like ridiculous tiers, and then you got that big fall off at the back. So if like you got like a serious tailwind maybe, and you can consider going for it into, I don't think you really can though. It is a three shotter. Maybe with very high winds, you can get some run out on your tee shot. All right, now we got a short little par 3 up the hill. Well, that's on a they're flirting with trouble there. I think we got up there. Okay. Yeah, tons of slope on this green. just a serious back to front. I imagine this hull plays very differently depending on where the pin is. Oh, that's gone. At least we got a straight putt, though. Alright, so I'm guessing this must be at like the higher elevations where the landscape's a little more barren. So this is a kind of a reachable par 5. It's uphill, but into the wind. It looks like you can try and take a bit of a shortcut there, but it doesn't give you a very good angle. And I don't think we can carry the rocks with our driver, so we're just going to play right at the center bunker and let the wind bring it back. Or we can just pull it. Alright, so I don't think we can't get there in 2, so I think the play is to just try and cover that right side bunker with the 3-wood. Yeah, it's only it's a 215 carry. I think we got enough to make it. Well, we finally got a birdie. Alright, back down the hill we go. I like how this plot has, plenty going on elevation-wise, but we haven't had any, like, crazy climbs or descents. Oh, so maybe, are we coming up on the basin on the left there? I'm just looking at the lines there from the sculpting brush. So I wonder if the basin if this fairway kind of trails down that way. So you kind of want to hug the bunker here on the right so it stays up probably. Now, that's a bit of a hog's back actually, isn't it? Or I guess you need a longer driver to carry it over that bunker and give yourself a little more run out. But no, that's definitely not a basin up there. That's a mountain. Okay, so we got ourselves a short little par 4 here. The green sits up on a little plateau. Also downhill. So I think we'll probably play a 3-wood. I think it looks like we can go left of the bunker there. Alright, I think we can use a gapper here. Okay, yeah, so the green falls off in the front, falls off severely at the back. So if you're a little too aggressive with that wedge shot, it's going to fall off. Yeah, so it does seem like if you go right, maybe you're not playing directly at that fall off there, and you have some helping slopes a little bit. All right, now we got a bit of a climb. So let's see, 304 to get there, 230 to cover that, so I don't really see any reason to lay it up off the tee. I don't think it's uphill and the wind's hurting just a tad, so I don't think we're going to get to that bunker. But it looks like the hole just kind of falls off to the right. So you're going to have a tougher second shot if you kind of bail out to the right. Oh, we made it to the bunker. I guess the tee shot's actually downhill. It's just the second shot's way uphill. All right, I think we can go way left here. We're a little in between clubs. Yeah, so you do have you do have sort of a mega backstop here. So I don't know. I don't feel like you really get that much of a reward if you play your second shot up the left. Maybe that's the point. It's sort of like if you're laying up, then you do the if you do the obvious thing, you have a tougher shot. I don't know. Well, this is no easy two putt. All right, so we're coming back and playing along the same fairway. I think visually this hole maybe looks a little similar to number 9, that short par 4. I mean, this one's obviously a lot longer. Okay, so it looks like you kind of want to, you'd rather not have to play over those trees from the left. You, obviously, those bunkers we're aiming towards are kind of facing the other way for the other hole. Yeah, so it looks like you want to play towards the bunkers, and that way you're a little higher up. I've got a nice flat stance. I don't know, I guess since those bunkers are like seem like such a key feature strategically for this hole in terms of what makes it work, it'd be good if you could see them. I understand there are two ways, but maybe you could like turn that into like a little cluster of bunkers so that you can see one or more of them coming from one direction, and then one or more coming from the other direction. But I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot in terms of criticisms up to this point. All right, another green with a back fall off. Yeah, maybe you do want to come in from the left depending on the pin. Well, I think that's our first made putt of the round. All right. Well, we're definitely getting into some of our more holes with a bigger elevation change. I think we've probably got to hit a 7-iron here. Pin's in the back too, so we don't want to go long. So it looks like the green is just kind of elevated around its surroundings. Well, I think we judged the elevation and the wind. Okay, so it's not really elevated. It's actually just it just kind of falls off around the back. Those front pins look like they'll be a pain. Although at least it's a downhill tee shot, so the ball should be coming in pretty steep. All right, super wide fairway. Can't tell how much of that's green, but it looks like it's pretty wide. But you can see the left of the green is protected by rocks, so you're kind of it looks like if you play the extreme right, you can kind of see around it a little bit. All right, see you later, John. Okay, so there's plenty of room to play a run up here, although you got to deal with kind of the bounces and stuff you might get off some of that mounding. Pretty wild green. I'd say almost certainly the wildest we've seen up to this point. But it looks like it makes for some that back pin looks like it's pretty could be pretty fun. HB what? All right, now we got a gigantic rock next to the tee. 288 par 4, downwind. Oh, um, hey, Maddie. All right, so it's a bit hard to tell what's going on from the tee. I'm guessing this is just kind of falls off to the right and beyond. Again, sub 300 yard par threes where you don't want to miss long. It's what all the cool kids are doing. Figured I just play an intentional fast, see if that takes enough off of it. Oh, did it ever? But yeah, I don't know. It feels a little, maybe a little. Oh, we're definitely replaying it. I was just gonna say it looks maybe a little bit contrived, where it's like, okay, nobody has the right club for it, and I'll just put the pin out like on a little just a little mound. And then if you miss long or short, you have a tough chip where you can just roll back over the other side. Oh, thanks. Thanks, HB. I didn't want to see it land anyway. I just wanted to see my guy stand there awkwardly. All right. Now we're way downhill. So it seems like I earlier I mentioned that it seemed like for all the, you know, the mountainous nature of the plot, we weren't getting a whole lot of elevation change on the front nine. We're sure getting some now. So I'm guessing if I use driver here, I'm gonna run out of room to the left. But with this wind, I don't think I can't carry those bunkers. I don't know. I think we'll just aim for this one and hopefully the wind knocks it down enough. This is a good looking second shot. Alright, so we got 266 downhill. I think a 3-wood should see us home. Just get a good kick. I landed a little soft. I thought maybe there'd be a little bit more of a feeder slope on the right to feed it in there. But instead it just kind of stops your shot. Which, is fine. It's like, oh no, you can't play out there to feed it in. If you do that, you're just bailing out and now you have a hard chip with the green running away from you. Here I was thinking Petro might give me a fun shot to play, but no. Okay, short par 4 up the hill. Mega wide fairway. Also looks reasonably flat, so I'm guessing the green, there's probably all kinds of stuff going on at the green that's going to dictate what angle you play from. But yeah, that's a good variety of closing stretch there. You've got the drivable 14, reachable 15, short par 4 16, so kind of 3 easy holes, and then you get a short par 3 and a long par 4. We left ourselves with a pitch. Nice. Okay, so yeah, it looks, judging from this, it looks like you want to come at the green from the left. Yeah, if you go out to the right, well, I mean, I think you still got an angle, because I don't think you're coming in over that red slope quite that much. If the pin's on that left plateau there, that front left plateau, you probably want to be coming in from the right, I would say. All right, so there's the basin in the background there. Another steep fall off long. All right, then we're playing around the lake on 18. I think we'll kind of run out of room on the left if we go too far down the left. Thankfully, the wind's into us, so that helped us out. All right, so we got a big old green here. Didn't feel the need to put it right up against the water. It mainly just comes into play off the tee. But you can see it favors a shot in from the left. So, yeah, cool finisher. I think the only comment I have environmentally, and I don't know how much there's you could do about this, but just the contrast between the foreground mountains and the background mountains is maybe a little jarring. I don't know if you could get that rocky texture to show a little more. Maybe not, based on just because of the heavy rough texture you decided to use. Well, that was a good putt. That was. I thought that was a terrific course. You know, kind of what you expect from Thomas. Greens were really interesting. Um, you know, lots of width and strategy. And yeah, I think the only hole I was kind of iffy on was 14, but I thought all the other holes seemed pretty strong. So yeah, that was Drinkwater Basin, and we have one more to do after this. So I will be right back while I take a second to switch over the stream title.